Hello, this is our 2016 Thor Axis 25.2. We'll do a quick walk around here, basically show you condition and open it all up, show everything there. So, quick walk around on the exterior. I did spray it down just a little while ago, so it is freshly washed, looks good. It could use another polish to bring out the shine a little more, but it does shine in the sun. You know, get a little bit of a reflection off of the gel coat. I don't know if you could see the other trailer reflecting off of it. So it does look good overall. There is some cracking in the vinyl, which is pretty normal in these. Pretty much all across on the graphics there. You know, obviously some things are weathered by the sun, but overall it's in really good shape. Doesn't have any big damage or anything like that. Doesn't look like it's been hit anywhere. It does have the crack on the windshield, which I put in the description. See if we can catch it here. Basically goes up the passenger side there. Kind of hard to see in video, but you can see parts of it for sure. Let's see. Some of the clear is starting to peel on the top. I don't know if you can really see it there, but on the top corners, there you go. The clear is starting to peel a little bit. The awning, when I open it up, I'll show you the edges are starting to come apart there. It'll need a new awning vinyl there eventually. But like I said, overall, really good shape, looks good. Let's open it up here, take a look inside the compartments. So that one there is just storage. Also storage. Got caught on the weather stripping. Also storage in there. Then we've got TV here. That is a brand new TV. You've got 2 outlets here. Then you've also got outdoor speakers. This is for venting and service for the refrigerator. This is the outside of the furnace. Like you can see that awning separating a little bit right up there. You'll be able to see it better though once we open it up. So more storage. I'm sorry those aren't super clean. Inside we had it detailed, but apparently they didn't get the compartments as well. But this is the big pass-through compartment. Or sorry, not pass through sort of completely, but it goes across from there all the way across there. So if you're doing fishing rods, you know, skis, anything longer, you do have that long compartment there for anything that's longer and slimmer. So lots of storage back here. And back here is the generator, which will start up here in a bit. You've got your fuel fill, your 30 amp Ford hookup. This is for cable TV if your campground still has it. Water heater, it is an Outwood. Exterior shower, the freshwater filled, and the city water connection. I'll grab the key for that one to open it in a second here, see what that one. And I left them in the ignition inside. That's the propane. And that's the front compartment. We don't have a full-on cord for this one. This one only came with a 110 sort of homemade cord, or you know, somebody made this, but it does plug into it to charge. We can get you the 30 amp cord if you'd like. The previous owner wasn't plugging it in anywhere except at home to charge. They were boondocking every time they would camp, so it wasn't important to them. Not sure if it'll be important to the next person, but let's get inside here. I'll open that awning up. So right in here we've got the awning. Let me just pull the door in a little bit. I don't think it'll get caught, but it will come in contact with it a little, so just holding it open. All right. So there's the awning. Got it out all the way there. It does have this little shade screen on it. This does have a zippered portion. I don't think it's in there, but we'll look for it in a second. This is why I was holding the door. It just, you know, comes in contact with the awning there. So if you just hold it closed a little bit while you're opening it, it'll save you some trouble. So that's where I mentioned the awning is separating. You know, overall it's still intact. You know, everywhere else it's just really on those corners where it's separating, and just you can see it's deteriorated from that top section that's exposed to the sun. But corners are the worst. Eventually you're going to want to replace that. Just want to be, you know, transparent on what I've found on it, at least. Going on in here, it does have new coach batteries. We did put those in, so they're from 2025. Yeah, one is 10/20 October of 2025. The other was November. I think we did them both in November. We just had one of the older stickers on it. But let me grab those keys to get the other compartments open. And this will be a longer uncut video. I just more want to show it to you than you know, I'm not a video production place or content creators by any means. So this is the sewer dump valve. It does have a sewer hose in there already. That valve points down. You hook up the hose right down there and dump it out. So and this is just your freshwater tank. So, or sorry, black water tank. That is going to be a tank flush on it right there. Yeah, that you don't need to get to as often. Oh, you will. Lock that one back up. Propane, I think we showed that already. All right. So, really good looking RV overall. Let's close these up. It's awkward with one hand. There we go. Cool. So next I'll start up the generator so you can see that come on. Oh, I left the rag in here. Let's see, so we'll prime it for a few seconds here. Shows 396.7 hours on it right now. Takes a little bit to start up when it hasn't been started in a while. But it's running there. We'll step outside so that you can see it running outside, or hear it running. Obviously it's a lot louder than I can hear it inside, but still not bad at all. Sounds like the AC just kicked on. We'll check inside. Something's going on. But over on this side, it's not nearly as loud, the generator. I mean, obviously you can hear it, but it's not super loud. Come inside. Close this door. Oh yeah, the AC did kick on, so AC is going. We have the LED lights that were added in here on, and all the lights are on inside. So we'll start off in the cab. See everything up here. Now let me flip that engine on so that you can see it there. So 43,111 miles on it. Actually, I'll step outside so that you can hear the engine too before we turn it off. Not a whole lot that you can see here, but it does have like a dipstick and stuff, so you can check the oil level in there. The V10 is a whole lot quieter than the generator, so you can probably just hear the generator over the actual engine. But we can run it afterward when the generator's off. I just want to show you the coach while we have that on. So this does have a rear view camera. Turning it back on here. Turn off the dash AC so it won't be as loud up here. So if I put this in reverse, you'll see the rear view camera comes up. We put it in drive. That's the left turn signal, so the left side comes up for the side view cameras. Then that's the right turn signal, so the right side comes up with the side view camera. Then again, reverse. So nice camera system there. It does have a little phone holder someone installed up there. It does have another generator switch up here. Obviously your regular dash AC, fog lights. Your night shade also works as your sun visor, so there's a switch for it here. You just put it down and it blocks the sun. That's as low as it'll go until you turn the ignition off. Then it'll go all the way down to the dashboard to actually, you know, block view from the outside. Then you have these side curtains to fill in the sections on each side. So nice setup there. We'll put the shade back up. So I'm not sure if you can see the crack any better from the inside, but it runs up this whole section and kind of zigzags all the way up. The upholstery peeling, I did mention it. It's basically happening everywhere. It's just this material they used wasn't the best, and it's pretty much across most RV manufacturers from, you know, I don't know, 08 or so all the way up to current ones. It's happening on most of them. So it is both front seats and the couch that have that same material, and it's all falling apart. So I mean, You can either do covers, you can have it reupholstered. You know, there's a lot of options there. If you need help with getting quotes with any of that, I can help with that too. Just let me know. But I mean, it is intact. It's not like torn through to the foam or anything like that. It is usable. It's just the top sort of leather light coating is falling off. It's flaking off. So you know, and that is in the description. Just want to show it a little better here. And obviously the higher wear areas are worse than, you know, where it doesn't get touched, like back there. So both of these captain's chairs do swivel around, so you can, you know, they'll face this way, you can sit in them. The bed does come down, so there's safety pins on either side. I already have them pulled, so I'm just putting it down here. This seat is actually a little too far upright, but we'll stop the bed right before it gets to it. There we go. So, not gonna push too hard on it. It only comes down in like another inch if that. So, it's pretty much where it ends up. Well, maybe not here. Let's put that seat down so you can actually see where it ends up. We'll recline both of them so that we don't have the same issue with the other one. And they don't need to be reclined all the way. It's just enough to clear the bed coming down. So there we go. It's all the way down there. So that's where the ladder actually sits. This does have a 500-pound weight capacity. It is very solid when you get up there. I'm pretty heavy at 265 or so, and I've crawled up here. It is solid. It's a nice little soft mattress sleeping pad up here. So good setup, perfect for 2 kids. Or 2 adults can cozy up in there too if you really want to. But yeah, that's the first sleeping space up front. We'll put it back up so you can see that. And this is just on a switch over on this side. So the ignition does have to be off for this to operate. If the ignition is on, it will not go up or down. Then once it's all the way up, these safety pins go in there so that it can't come down otherwise, even if there is some type of, if you're able to bypass the electrical system not letting it come down. This also turns into a bed. It'll be a little awkward for me to do with one hand, but we'll try it. Oh, actually, this is a tripod. Let's put it to use. Let's see. We're gonna go like this. All right, give me a second here. I'll get this converted into a bed. This just has holes where the table leg's going to, and these just pull out. They're just pulled. So we'll move the pillow, and this is super easy. You just pull up on it and it folds flat. So, you know, another adult can sleep there, a couple kids. Maybe not as comfortable as the drop-down bunk up front, but definitely can be used as a sleeping area. There we go. And these just drop right back into those holes for the pedestals, and this just goes right back on the top. So super easy, super simple. There is a similar little table that installs in between the 2 captain's chairs up here, right in there. So And that one's in the closet. I'll show it to you in a second. So moving on to the galley here, we've got a nice big round sink, flip up counter right here for extra working space, pull down faucet, nice and versatile there if you're washing something bigger. Lots of cabinet space. You've got all your remotes up here. That's your microwave outlet. Paper towel hanger. Good lighting underneath the cabinets. More storage. Sorry, my stabilizer's acting funny. These are all drawers. This one would have been better from the other side. This is your sort of pull-out pantry. Great for spices, condiments, you know, whatever else there. Probably should have pulled these off before the video, but that's the hood. Microwave. This is a convection microwave as well. And you've got your 3-burner stove here. This one's propane, obviously. Big deep cabinet just below it. Same size just below that. Moving on right here, we've got your refrigerator, storage above it. This is the freezer section. It is off right now. This is the refrigerator section. So if we turn this to auto, it'll turn on there. Auto will switch it from 110 to gas to propane when we don't have 110. So right now it turned on, generator is running, so it's going to run off of 110. If we turn off the generator, it'll switch to gas, it'll ignite it, and keep it cold that way. Moving on right here, we've got our closet. So this is the bed that installs in between the two captain's chairs up front. I mean, bed, the table that installs in between the two captain's chairs. Cooling rod up top, so nice big closet area, lots of room in there, and mirrors on it. So. More drawers. These are really deep, so you have lots of storage there. This is your fuse panel and breaker panel. So everything's labeled there. Then over here we've got the bathroom, so little vanity there, corner cabinet, toilet, then you have your shower. Sorry, it's a little dirty in there. Someone must have stood in there during one of the showings. But lots of storage in that corner cabinet. More storage up here. We do have a power roof vent up here that is the max fan. Then more storage underneath. Little sink, mirror, remote for that roof vent. So, and good size shower. This does have the pocket door. Alright. Moving on back here. The slide is in right now. So this is what it looks like when the slide is in. We're gonna go ahead and put it out. Actually, that is over here. So slide extend. That air conditioning feels good. It's uncharacteristically warm. So AC feels nice right now. So this mattress flips down. And you have your, I believe it's a queen. Looks like a queen at least. I'll have to double check the specs on that one. Oh, these are huge for storage. USB charging ports right next to the bed. You've got radio controls, audio controls right next to the bed. And then you also have outlets on either side right next to the bed. Right on your nightstand. So perfect place to charge all your devices. You have reading lamps built in and audio speakers right there too. More storage up top. This little pattern on the doors and on the woodwork actually looks really cool. It's kind of like a faux wicker pattern. Really cool looking. So that third one is the same, but lots of storage there. These are just night shades, so some other ones they're day and night. That's what I'm checking for, but these are just night shades. They do have vents, so you can vent them out like this. And bug screens built in on them. Then on the other side is actually the egress window, so that's the emergency exit right through there. Then one side does vent too. Then of course, TV in the bedroom back here. Nice solid wood framing. Very nice. This is your AC and heat thermostat. So really simple. Sorry, it's a little crooked there. I could see what's going on there. But right now we're on cool. Fan is set to hot or to auto, sorry. Yeah, the temperature is just down all the way. So it'll eventually get a little too cold in here, but obviously you can set your temperature there. Door for the bedroom, so you have some extra privacy back here if you have anyone staying with you. It is nice to be able to close off. Now you can hear the generator back here right now, since it is basically right below us there. With the generator off, it's really nice and quiet back there. And even with it on, isn't horrible. I mean, you can hear it, but it's not super loud. It's not like vibrating in here or anything like that. So, yeah. I think that's about it in here. These windows vent too. And obviously you have your shades up here too. Really nice balances here. Wow. Really a nice RV overall. You know, the only real like damage on it is the upholstery that's peeling. You know, both captain's chairs and the couch. And then there's the crack on the windshield and the awning vinyl that needs to be replaced. Aside from that, it's really clean. We've gone through it. Everything fires up, works. The furnace, the AC, the pretty much everything. You know, the microwave. It all works like it should. Of course, if I did this right, stop it. Let's go power. What am I doing? We'll go popcorn. Apparently, I don't know how to use this. Why is it doing that? See, that's on convection. I don't know why it's saying that food thing. I know I used it before. That's odd, eh? Maybe someone was messing with the settings. Oh, there we go. I guess it has to know that you put the food in. I thought it had started right up before, but it does start. I think there's a manual. There might be a manual. If not, there's one online for this. But yeah, I mean, everything works in here. We've gone through it all. Pretty much ready to be camped in. We'll bring the slide back in so that you can see that. And we'll shut off the generator and turn on the engine again so you can hear the engine. Oh, actually, before that comes in, I want to show you what it looks like outside. Kind of nice with the rear slide because you don't, like if you do pull into a cracker barrel or something like that, you don't have the big slides coming out the sides. It's just on the back, so really a long parking spot will accommodate it. So. Now we'll retract it. All right, slides all the way in there. I'm gonna go ahead and retract the awning too. See it out there through the window coming in. I guess you can't really see it anymore. There you go. All the way in there. Now I'm just gonna shut off the generator. So the air conditioner turned off too when we shut that off. Then I'm gonna start the engine again. Oh, I don't remember if I showed this, but this flips over as a little desk for the passenger. So if you're doing some work on a laptop or eating lunch or whatever. We'll step outside so you can hear it. Oh, and I still have the key for this one, dang it. I'll have it. Nice and quiet. Just the way it should be. Let's grab those keys and open up that last compartment so we can show you that. Of course, if you want to see any more pictures, videos, just let me know. Happy to go through it with you. Don't want there to be any surprises. Rather you know it all up front. That way we can get you going as soon as you get here. This one's gonna be extra awkward with one hand. Oh, there we go. All right. So like I said, there's not a whole lot that you can see up here. You have the dipstick for the oil. Oh, the engine does have a fresh oil change, and same with the generator. Those were both serviced. But aside from the radiator, there's not a whole lot that you can see up here. But I'll turn it back on so that we can maybe hear it a little more with the engine cover down. It there. Like I said, new tires on it. These things have date codes from 2025. We put them on in, I think it was November of gonna set there for a good while. It doesn't need wipers. I'll get a set of wipers on there. I noticed that when they were when we were washing them here, when we were washing it up. But yeah, if there's anything else you want to see, just let me know. Like I said, it's a really nice little RV. Drives good. Pretty much everything else. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, happy to film anything for you, take more pictures. If you want to get an inspection, have someone come out and look at that, that's good too. Happy to help however we can. All right, thanks a lot.